Hey everybody, my name's Matt. Welcome to PharmNerd. Today's newsstand, I want to talk to you about a potential breakthrough in anticoagulation, evil detergent pods, why you're not allergic to penicillin, probably, and a new vaccine. First, anticoagulation. Last week we talked about a new agent called edoxaban, which is a factor Xa inhibitor. The biggest problem with the factor Xa inhibitors is we don't have a reversal agent like we do for warfarin. If I give somebody too much warfarin, I can give them vitamin K and reverse the effects of the warfarin. If I give somebody too much of a factor Xa inhibitor, I have to wait for them to clear the drug on their own. And that was true up until a new report was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. A new agent, dubbed PER-977 as experimental agents are so eloquently named, was given to healthy individuals who had recently taken a dose of edoxaban. Those individuals who took the experimental agent had their clotting time reduced to within 10% of their baseline values within 10 minutes. Participants who took a placebo took 12 to 15 hours to come down to that same level. While this is brand new research, this is still huge. This could open up a whole lot of new doors for using factor Xa inhibitors in people that we would not normally use them in. This new agent is claimed to be active for reversal of the new drug edoxaban, but also the older drugs apixaban and rivaroxaban, and the oral direct thrombin inhibitor, dabigatran, or Pradaxa. Now for those evil laundry detergent pods. You know laundry detergent pods, those little packets that you can use instead of actually measuring out your detergents? There's even a version for your dishwasher. In addition to being really convenient, these things are also usually really pretty. In the eyes of children, these things can look a lot like candy. So researchers published a report in the Journal of Pediatrics where they looked through the National Poison Data System, a listing of potential poisoning incidents for occasions of children younger than 6 having an exposure to a laundry detergent pod. They looked at a time period from 2012 to 2013. In that time period, there were more than 17,000 kids exposed to laundry detergent pods. So the kids that got into these laundry detergent pods experienced a range of GI side effects, eye injuries, skin injuries, respiratory problems, and one kid died from their exposure to a laundry detergent pod. So while these things are convenient, we usually don't think about storing our laundry detergent with our chemicals. And these things aren't packaged in childproof containers. So I hope studies like this will prompt manufacturers to start packaging these kinds of products in a childproof container. That's not a solution we can really count on right now. So I have a request. If you're going to use laundry detergent pods or dishwasher detergent pods, please store them like they were dangerous chemicals. Put them in a place your child cannot get to, either high up or behind a childproof lock. Also, remember that kids are getting into these things because they're colorful, they're pretty, kids think they're candy and look like something they want to eat. And there may be a better solution to this. Measure your laundry detergent. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's say you think you're allergic to penicillin. You're probably not. So we're talking about a study presented at a meeting of the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. And in this study, they looked at 384 people who reported they had a penicillin allergy and gave them an allergy test. 94% of those people tested negative for a penicillin allergy. Now, if you can remember having a severe life-threatening reaction to a penicillin antibiotic, odds are you don't fall into this category. But more and more often, we see patients who tell us they have a penicillin allergy either because it upset their stomach, which is not an allergy, it's a side effect, or because their parents told them they had a bad reaction as a kid and they have no idea what the reaction was. As a side note, if you have a family member with a penicillin allergy, that does not give you a penicillin allergy. So you're saying, why is this a problem? We have all of these antibiotics, can't my doctor just use a different one? Well, yes, but here's the deal. Penicillins are some of our best antibiotics. They're often the best drug for a specific infection, and they're often the best tolerated. Some of the alternative antibiotics can have some severe side effects. In addition, penicillins are usually our cheapest option as well. So if you think you have a penicillin allergy and we really need to use a penicillin type antibiotic, we can do an allergy test and see if you're really allergic. So I encourage you, be sure of your allergies when you report them. If you have an allergy, absolutely tell your doctor, tell all the nurses, tell the hospital, tell everybody. But if you didn't have an allergy, if you had a bad reaction, or you don't ever remember having an allergy to this medication, make sure it's clear that you really are unsure whether or not you're allergic to this antibiotic. Because if you're not allergic, often we can give you an antibiotic that's better, that has less side effects, and is dirt cheap in comparison to the alternatives. And finally, I have another vaccine to talk about. So this was another study published in the New England Journal of Medicine regarding a tetravalent dengue vaccine. Now, this is not an approved in the United States vaccine, but I'm really not sure it needs to be yet. The vaccine was given to children in Latin America and reduced both confirmed cases of dengue and hospitalizations for dengue. This is important because this is a virus that has a significant disease burden on the world but doesn't occur as often in developed countries. And often these viruses are ignored. See Ebola. So I'm always excited about the development of a new vaccine that's going to reduce the necessary morbidity and mortality of a disease in the world, even if it's not something that I or my family have to deal with. So again, factor Xa inhibitors might get the thing they need to actually become widely used. Don't use detergent pods. You probably don't have a penicillin allergy, and new vaccine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.